What is going on, people of YouTube? Yes, it's been a very long time and you're probably thinking, oh, here it goes. Back to his update video, one video update video. There is a reason I put that video out and didn't put anything else out. I wanted to get my first draft out of the way because it's a video that sort of I don't really like, but you have to do. Because well, for me at least, that first draft video will always, if I do FPL content, I mean, I'll talk about that and the future and everything in this video. It's quite a serious one, actually. I'm starting off a jovial thing. I am going to talk about a few serious issues. It's always going to be the starting point because you just got to look at it and think everyone does a first draft video. It's got to be your first video. It's the first thing you do when you go on there. Is you pick your team. That's my preliminary thoughts. Rare. That's the first team I picked up and changed it since. Because there's no point. People, you know, players will come, players will go. Potentially in my team as well. So you never know. But welcome everyone. Yes, it's been a long time since I've done a video. I've appeared in other videos, something I'll get onto in this video. But overall, I'm going to be discussing where I was, if I potentially will go in the future. I'm going to be down to earth with everything, as I try to be in hopefully everything. Talk about why I haven't responded to your comments, because obviously I said I would. I am still going to, but I haven't yet. And everything sort of like that, as well as my pre-season plan, when you'll get videos. Will there be daily uploads? Will there be double uploads, triple uploads, quadruple? Let's not throw the boat out too far. So there's different series I'll be starting, the series I'll be dropping, sort of help the fact that I don't want to end the season like I did last season, as well as the future of this channel, where it will go, how long I'll potentially do it. And I need to turn that volume off because I keep on getting notifications about Java updates. Wonderful. And this is just going to be raw. If I mess things up, mess my words up, I'll keep them in. Just like this, I'm waffling and I'm keeping it in. But first of all, why no videos? I feel like it was a bad part from my thing. I'd done so much work at the start of the season. I started it so well. The channel had grown. I was connecting with other creators. And I just chucked too much on my plate, to the point where it came a bit sort of back in my face, because I blew myself out of, you know, enjoying FPL very early on, because I was effectively I'd started for the first time a full-time. I'd been working 27.5 hours in early morning, so I'd get pretty much the entire day to do videos and sleep, go back, so it was overtime whenever it came up. I moved on to 37.5, 9 to 5, easy job, you know, really, it's typical 9 to 5 work for me. But the extra 2 hours every day I was losing, I could not repay, and I'd had sort of a couple of weeks where I'd work on before my job, where I'd already got the new job, but I didn't want to work there anymore, so I'd hand in my notice to give myself sort of a 2-week break, sort of just chill out and do the FPL stuff. And I'd done so much with that, I'd just burnt myself out, because it comes to the point where the amount of series I was doing, the work I was putting in, the editing, the recording, the stat finding, which is the most meticulous part, which I don't think people appreciate so much, that was taking up most of my life, and I was ended up going back into the way I didn't want to go in, which was doing work, coming home, YouTube, sleep. That was effectively what I was doing. I didn't have much time to do anything, and I thought, I've got to start enjoying life a bit more. So that's the reason I've stopped, and I've burnt myself out. I did try just to get previews out, but I just was not enjoying it. I didn't do a World Cup fantasy. I ended up forgetting about it as well a couple of times, so I gave up with that. And I wasn't over content on that, because I thought there's no point, because I burned myself out before the season's even started. Then I need a complete refresh. I need a complete sort of down to zero to restart again, and hence the reason I've done my first draft, because I still wasn't ready. But I thought, the game's released, I'll get that out, get my league code sorted. That will be in the description, by the way, the new league code if you want to join the league, and also the stuff to do with the past league I'll get onto in a different video. It's just there's a lot to talk about in this one. I'm not trying to string out videos for views, because no one watches my update videos anyway. But that one is specifically talking about things that will be happening in my league, and you know the past and also the future. So I'm just going to string it into one video. It makes more sense that way when I do like sort of a league announcement video, and also what prizes I'll be doing. I won't be as big as last year, because I've really found out the hard way how hard things can get with YouTube. But yeah, trying to sort out things in my personal life, just sort of burnt out things, just going through things in general that I hope I can talk about if I'm still around and you still care about it in a couple of years' time. At the moment, It's just needed to deal with those things and get them out of the way. They look as if they're out of the way now, but the situation it's in, it could pop up, and it's not anything majorly concerning, just family. That's all I can say. I also got involved in charity boxing. I trained for 9 weeks, 2 nights a week, so I was doing extra, probably sometimes 4 times a week, to sort of get myself into shape. I've now just eaten like shit since, so I've got back to the way I was. I'm considering doing another one as well. How'd I do? I did twice as well as Gary Cornish against Anthony Joshua, and he lasted 90 seconds. The only good thing is that I only went down once due to a good uppercut on my chin. I will look at that video at some point. I still need to download it. No, it's great fun. I'll do it again because I think my brother's going to go into it, so yeah, I'll do that again, most definitely. And also sorting out my PC. My PC's been playing up. I can't actually, I'm not recording this on an OBS Studio, which I haven't really used much except for live streams, because I can't use the actual face cam that the Logitech provides through the webcam, because it's stopped working again. So I'm just using it on here now. And also I've had Freedom issues, which is the network I use for YouTube. Very, very frustrating. They've decided to unlink my channel without really telling me or giving me any warnings, and they've said I've got, content that, I've got content on my channel that could mean I could get my channel deleted in the future. Freedom don't want anything to do with that. Yet I looked on my page, everything is in really good standing. I had one video that had a copyright claim on it, which had already been dealt with, and that was it. So I'm in the process trying to deal with that, and that's been stressful because hard to get through to. And also Wildcats. I'm involved in FPL Wildcats, so I haven't really announced it. I'm probably the last to announce it by a good 2 months, but I am involved in it. It's me, Nymphrya, the queen of FPL on YouTube. JNO, the rightful king, gone past me in subscribers, and he will probably smash it again. Hopefully we get 30 days of JNO again, or I'll just do it. I'll do 30 days of JNO, something like that. And also Brett from FPL TV. 3 great people, and great fun doing a couple of things. We should be meeting again soon to do stuff about the World Cup, looking over it, and also FPL, looking at our teams, everything like that. We're really excited to get that down for the new season. Hopefully you guys can head over there. That'll also be in the description, providing I remember to do it. I should be better at that now. I've been training myself. Next thing, a big thing I want to talk about is my pre-season plan. This is something I've sort of thought about and thought, how do I get it across? Because I put a lot of effort into pre-season last season, and I put a lot of effort into the first few game weeks. I want to put effort in, but I want to try and limit my workload. So I've been working and trying to get new graphics, new everything really for my channel. That sort of channel rebrand I'll get onto in a bit, but new graphics for FPL. To sort of smooth things over, it's taken a long time to make, and I do everything myself. I don't have the money to sort of do anything else. I just do everything myself. So yeah, it's been interesting. I've got one thing I think is really good. The rest of it is just, I don't like it. I think I'm just too self-critical, but I just don't like it. So I've been working on that, and I've been sort of planning out what I should do, different pre-season series. Obviously the transfer window has been changed, so there's no more transfer window before the start of the season. It ends before the start of the season. It doesn't go into sort of 3-4 weeks into the season, so that's going to be interesting now. I might do a done deal, I'm not sure. I do like done deals, but I'll probably wait until they're definitely on the game. The game surprised me, really. I didn't think they'd release it until after the World Cup mode, but they have, so what can we do? But yeah, pre-season plan, hopefully from tomorrow there will be daily uploads. Now it doesn't mean they're going to be massive 10-minuters, doesn't mean they're going to be short 30-seconders. There will be daily uploads though, stuff to do with my league, different tips, and hopefully just stuff that you can sort of look at and think, didn't know that. Hopefully stuff to help you, best budget players, best premium players, thoughts on the most expensive ones, all that sort of thing. Anything you want and want to suggest, I'll say it every video. Put it in the comments down below, and I'll see if I can get cracking onto it. Because at the end of the day, I only started this. I didn't even want to do this. It was meant to be a gaming channel. Fell onto this accidentally, and I've loved the people commenting and planned to keep you happy this year, because didn't really respond to you at all. So hopefully that'll be done to that. And also, Kurtyoy's daily tips will be starting the earliest from next week, but I've got to, you know, sort of plan it out a bit more. It's literally, they're going to be 2-minute videos at absolute tops, going through small things you might have known, or going through sort of short, in-depth little tips and tricks that I use in the season, and potentially you could get some use out of in the season. So that will be starting earliest next week, if not maybe the week after, but it won't be there until at least 7 days time, if not 14 days. And lastly, the last big thing I want to talk about in this video, because it's already past 10 minutes, so you've probably already clicked off, but fingers crossed you haven't. If you have, then put a hashtag Kurtyoy. Don't know, self-deprecating, I know, but I don't mind, and I won't flag it, so don't think you're falling into that trap. But don't spam it. I only do it once. I can't deal with more than one. Channel future. I've really given this some thought, especially when I got burnt out. I thought, do I just give it in? Do I limit myself to literally just one video a week, the preview, maybe one video a week during pre-season? Do I think maybe I can push this a bit more? I've been giving this so much thought, because I have enjoyed sort of not needing to worry about YouTube, and maybe that's bitten me in the arse of freedom. I've really not looked at my channel in the last couple of months at all. So if you had responded to anything or had said anything in my comments, I hadn't seen it up until pretty much I did my draft video, because I wanted to really just sort of detox myself completely, not deal with YouTube, and then just ease myself back into it for pre-season, get some small videos working, get some, you know, easy videos working, easy to make. These not easy videos to sort of do and get out there and to get views, easy videos to make, not the videos like the previews we spend so much time on. I'm going to continue. I'll give it at least this season, and then potentially seasons further. Just I will not be giving as much content, like daily content, during the season. That was what killed me, and especially the live stream. The live stream, if it gets a lot, you know, support, it will come back. I did like doing Dilemma Centre. I might do some live streams doing team reviews as well. Something that I did really back in the day. You know, I think when I was sort of the only person I knew that was doing it. Not that I was the only person that was doing it, but I hadn't reached out to anyone. I hadn't found anyone. I hadn't really sort of looked, because it was still a new thing to me. It was still a new thing that I wasn't really sure if I still wanted to do it. I was enjoying it, still wasn't sure if I wanted to do it. Team reviews could come back though. I do plan on moving this channel. The more, if I get back into really enjoying it, like I was a couple of years ago, because I've been enjoying it, but it's had its, you know, slight downsides with the reasons I've had to take constant breaks and become one FPL tip and one update video every 2 weeks, which is something that I can take. Move into more generic football and general football content, so sort of a weekly roundup sort of thing, and just move into that sort of thing. It's something I really enjoy, and I think if I can put my time into it, slow my speaking down, edit it nicely, look presentable rather than just wearing whatever I'm wearing. I don't have actually any sort of trousers on, I'm sitting in my pants, so hey ho. That's something I'll be looking to do, general football content, and after that it'll be channel rebranding. Before I'd just gone on to Fiverr. Anyone who'd do it a bit cheap, I'd go for them. I'm going to spend a lot of time into this, because once it's set there, I want to give it there, you know, keep it there for a couple of years. So if you do know any sort of artists, doesn't matter what the price, I'm going to be looking at a load of people, sort of do channel art, logo, sort of maybe even the in video things as well. You've got the baseline of what I want there. Get in contact with me, or just send me their sort of email, you know, some of their work, let's say, anything really, because I am looking into doing it. It won't be now, because the season started and I'm happy with the way it looks now. I just want something that, if, let's say, and I'm not saying I will, or I plan to do YouTube full time ever, but if it blows up and all of a sudden this could become a thing for me, I want something that is sort of marketable. I will probably at some point probably create my own clothing, just because I want it, and I think it'd be cool. And if anyone else wants it, I'd probably take the proceeds, donate after charity. There is a good cause I want to talk about once this boxing thing is all finalised for about November, which I really want to talk to you guys about. Did a video about it before, and I really want to get into a better video. That's when all my stuff was broken, so you could tell by the video it was pretty pants. I did try my hardest and raise a bit of money for charity. I want to raise more though. I want to do more for charity this year. And also I want to be covering a bit of boxing content and generic sport in the future as well. It's another avenue I like. I love boxing. I've been to a lot more boxing this year than I had ever before. A lot of big fights, a lot of Oh, interesting fights. So Coley Chamberlain was one I went to. Probably not the best main event, but a good undercard as well. I then also went to a Coley Duke Watkins. Very much, I do like Lawrence Coley. I think he's definitely a star for the future. And that's a fantastic performance, a great undercard as well. Weird atmosphere with the drums as well for one of the undercards. I can't remember which one it was now. But yeah, fantastic. I also went to Bellew Hay too. Bellew Hay, not Hay, Bellew. Because Tony Bellew is one of the close. I don't really have too many heroes. If I did though, he would probably be on there. General bloke, someone that I'll always sort of look up to, been a fan of, not for too long, but since the Chilemba rematch, because I believe that was one that was on the Carthroch undercard. I'm waffling now for people that like football, but just in general want to cover more sports and push that way. But I'll never ever drop the FPL. There will be at least one video a week on FPL. Pre-season they'll be loaded up always, as long as I'm doing YouTube. Because FPL is what got me to this size and got me the people that comment. I don't really call them fans because I'm not sure anyone likes me past me FPL content. I think, oh, if I do a video like this, if you're not giving us tips, shouldn't really swear. I've been trying hardest not to swear, and I've just done it right at the end of the video. But yeah, covered a lot of things. Need to cover a lot more sort of league stuff, which I've seen comments in a couple of times. I will cover that in the future. But for now, this is everything. Yeah, that's pretty much everything I want to cover. Thank you all. If you got to the end of this video, I need to think of something to put. Hashtag no trousers, because I'm not wearing any. I'll say again. And hopefully you have all enjoyed. FPL content starting tomorrow. It'll only be one video. There will be some daily uploads after that. There will be some double uploads after that, is what I meant to say actually. There will be some double uploads after that. Quite a tongue twister if you say it a lot of times. The first video back is just going to be a simple video. Hopefully you'll enjoy it, and hopefully you'll enjoy my content. Hopefully you're happy that I'm back, and if you're not, I do apologise. I almost went away. You might have to wait a bit longer before I do. But thank you all for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Peace.